hovering a little bit. Let's see if this will go. Let me move this up a little bit. Oops. Maybe down a little bit. I don't know. How's that? Hopefully that's okay. You can move it over a little bit maybe. That's better, I think. Hopefully you can hear me. I can kind of see a little thing, green light down here that's going across there. I just wanted to jump on and kind of do a little updates. I've seen a lot of people, that want to exercise, or they ask if people have had pains in their arms and stuff. So I thought this would be a good time to jump in here. Plus, I have to go to the doctor in the morning. I'll get into that here later. So anyway, what I did is I went out and I had these bushes along my house here that kept rubbing every time the wind came. It would rub against my windows and the little overhang thing, and it was driving me crazy. It sounded just like somebody scratching, trying to get in. So I always go by, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, even with my ALS, even though I should know better. But I went out, and my little things that I have, they're kind of like this, and then you push them, and then they chop, and they don't weigh a whole lot. And I've used them before, and I thought, well, I'll be okay. So I went out and I did that. Well, a couple of the bushes were kind of tough. So with my hands, I had to squeeze harder, which kind of went up that muscle, which I didn't even know all that was connected, but I found out real fast it did. So I did get my stuff done, but I came in and I was thirsty, and I drink. These are kind of lightweight, and I always have them by me, and I always drink them. If I choke too, I got my water right there. I sip on it all day to try to stay hydrated. That seems to help me. But I went to grab it with this right hand, and oh my gosh, the hand just started going like this. The whole arm started going like that. And I let go and it stopped. And when I went to reach and pick it up again, it started going crazy like that again. And I couldn't get it to stop when I was holding on to it. So what I did, like I always tell you guys, I took my compression socks that I cut the ones with holes in the feet off. And I've got it on tonight. I'll show you. And I just put that up there on that arm. And then I put an extra thing over my other thing just to give a little more pressure. And look I can lift this up now tonight. I can feel a little pulling in my muscles, but it's not jumping all over. So that told me that, I've progressed a little bit again, and I have to be very careful what I lift up. Okay. A lot of things I lift up with both hands. Okay. Like even my cup, you notice I grab with both hands, and I lift it, I grab. Because the thing is, when we get those kind of reactions, I can tell you the muscles die. And how I know that is I was putting a heavy quilt. This was probably 7-8 years ago. I thought, oh geez, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to try to put this quilt up on the top shelf. Oh my gosh, I woke up in the night. I spent 4 hours on the floor in the bathroom thinking I was going to die. It was worse than giving birth. And I just, I had to just start praying and praying and praying. And finally, after about 3-4 hours, the pain finally left. And I honestly didn't know if I was going to live. But what I noticed after that, if I went to go to the bathroom, I lost a lot of my muscles in my stomach. I couldn't push anymore. I couldn't, it was a sad deal. And I thought, whoa, I learned early on Don't be lifting stuff over my head, okay? I learned the other day, don't be trimming your bushes if it's a hard thing, or don't be putting so much pressure with your hands. Now, I type on a keyboard all day. Oops, I've got another call coming in. I'm sorry. I guess I'm gonna, a second. I'll call you right back, okay? Are you there? Oops, she hung, she's not there now. I'll call her back. Yeah. She's a friend of mine that lost a friend of mine, as a guy friend, and she goes through a tough time, and I help her at night, but I'll call her back because I'll give you just a quick rundown on this stuff. But what I'm telling you is also the soft compression settles those nerves down so they don't die so much. So, you know what? You can make these things out of stuff like I did. I go to the dollar stores, I buy these things, I double up things, and I don't have pain then. I mean, that my arm, I could tell for the last couple of days, it was kind of sore and kind of acting. So I put that thing on there, and now I haven't had any problems. So that's a tip for everybody. And don't go out and be running a marathon because you will end up in a wheelchair really soon. I am going in my 9th year. I am still walking. I do not just take off walking. I walk around my house to take care of myself. I go to to the to the to the I don't know what I was going to even say. With the phone call and everything, I tell you, with this ALS, I get 2 or 5 things and my brain goes scrambling. Um, well, anyway, let's jump into this. I'm still on my NIV vent. That's doing awesome. I'm not getting any more CO2, so I wanted to update on that because that is awesome. And the other thing I was going to tell you is my neurologist. They said you haven't had a heart monitor on you for 9 years. Well, my heart and blood pressure and temperature is all affected with my ALS from my vascular system, and it has been since day one, even before I was diagnosed. Okay, I've had these issues. And so, but because I had COVID and my veins and arteries collapsed 5 years ago, I agreed that I will wear this heart monitor. So I'll go tomorrow. She referred me to my doctor. So my one doctor is supposed to be getting this heart monitor that I'll wear this week. Now, they wanted 9 years ago, they wanted to put a pacemaker, and I said no. This is before I even knew I had ALS. But I knew I had a strong heart, and it's like I told him something else is causing this, okay? So anyway, that's kind of what's going on with me. And I've noticed my appetite has not been real good. It's real hard to find stuff that I want to eat. I get full easy. I'm sure a lot of you are going through this. And for your caretake people, it's a real thing. And I think part of it's because the muscles are, somebody said on one of the forums, I like I said, guys, I learn off the forums too. And I do my research, but these are actually people that go through this, and they've been to their doctors and stuff. And anyway, that's how I found about the CO2. If your person with ALS is acting wacky, it could be that their machine isn't working right, or they need to be on a machine. or these NIV vents. I guess they're putting a lot of people with ALS on these because they keep the CO2 down. Okay, so that also. So anyway, just try to hang in there, everybody. I'll kind of update you on all this, and we'll see what happens. But I'm not getting no pacemaker. I mean, my heart rate's all over the place. My body is so sensitive that if I wake up and my heart rate's down into the low 40s, I go jump in a hot shower and my heart rate's 100. Okay. So that's how I deal with that. As crazy as it sounds. Wait till my doctor hears that one. But that's what I do. I just kind of push myself back and forth. So anyway, I'll let you go now because this is a little shorter one, but I better call her back in case she needs something. But I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys. I'm praying for all of you. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I don't have all the answers, but on the forums, these are people that actually have ALS, and we're there to help each other, okay? And that's what we're going to do, is help each other. The poor doctors, they don't know what to do with us because it affects us all so different and stuff. And so we learn, and it's really helped me because, yes, I'm still walking, I'm still talking, I'm still moving, but my innards are really screwed up, okay? I'm taking Emma now, and every day I just do one pill, and that's helping me go to the bathroom. Like I said, every time I drink water, if I go fill it up, I go sit on the pot. I've trained my body to pee then. You can train your body. I've trained my body to do a lot of things. So, but, I don't like it on the walking. I just walk around my little place. I take my golf cart down to our main building. I might walk in there and get my mail, come back. That's about as far as and then my boyfriend takes me to the casino, and I can walk around the casino because I can sit down anywhere I want, okay? And I can get a couple miles a week in, and it isn't affecting my walking because I'll have to touch base on this too, because I was walking 4 miles a day. This is before I got diagnosed with ALS. I had cramps in both legs and feet for hours. And my boyfriend then says, you're not going to be walking anymore if that's what it's going to do to you. And I said, no kidding, because it was horrible. But then I found out I had ALS, okay? So this is what I mean. Don't overdo these muscles, okay? And when I walk, my phone monitors my walking, and my asymmetry sometimes gets a little high. And it also tells me my walking is low, okay? So I'm aware of that. And I'm not using a cane yet or anything. I don't want my body to get depending on that yet. But when I need it, I'll know it, and then I'll use my cane or a walker or something. But I'm doing things a little more, I guess, holistic with my ALS, but it's working well for me, and it's a whole lot cheaper. I don't have a high income. I'm on a low Social Security, and so I've learned how to do these things, cheap. And also, I had to up my meds, which are my THC gummies. Those have helped so much with my saliva. Oh my gosh, I could have filled glasses and buckets full of saliva. I mean, I couldn't. I was taking the saliva pills all day. I couldn't control it. And that's when I was having my CO2. And so I had to do something. So I upped my meds, and that has been a game changer. That and the NIV vent, I feel like I got a new lease on life again, and we'll see how long I can go again. Okay. So God bless everybody. And we do what we can do. And with God's help, we're here until God calls us home, right? That's kind of my theory too. So God bless everybody. Mwah. Love you all. Bye.